What's up, America? Neil here from Geauga Firearms Academy. Thanks for watching. Today I want to talk about the positives and negatives about outside the waistband carry. So here we go. Alright, depending on the state you live in, here in Ohio, outside the waistband carry is legal, meaning that it's called open carry, and you don't need a permit or a concealed carry license to do this. Now, I'm not dispensing any legal advice. Just as this is being taped in 2016 on February, outside the waistband carry, which is referred to as open carry, is legal in the state of Ohio, but that is for when you're walking around. So if you're going to the grocery store or walking around, there's no signs or anything, you're allowed by state law to have an open carry weapon on you, assuming, of course, that you're not a convict and all the other things. With all that said, I just want to make a discussion about this because I get a lot of questions from students about outside the waistband carry. Like, if we can carry outside the waistband, why even worry about concealed carrying? So there's a couple things that we need to be very aware of. So first and foremost, let's just set the legal parts of this aside. Obviously, you have to check your state and local laws, and that's your responsibility. Now, let's talk about the actual action of carrying openly, okay? First of all, having a concealed weapon is your ace in the hole. That is your advantage in a scenario, in a situation. There's a tactical advantage that you look just like everybody else, but yet you know that you have a weapon that you can use in case of a deadly force incident. Now, once you carry this openly, that brings in a whole new gamut of training. In other words, by walking around with a firearm that's exposed and easily seen, to a criminal, you could be advertising. If you don't have a lot of training in actual weapons retention, in other words, if you don't even know what that means, then you definitely don't have any. That's the actual practice of being able to retain a weapon while someone is trying to take it from you. If you don't have that, then you're basically just giving that opportunity to a criminal and giving them all the advantages, and giving a criminal potentially a firearm that they didn't have before to create crimes with it, plus putting yourself at serious danger. So that's the first part. Okay, so not only do you now give away the tactical advantage that you have a firearm so that everybody can see it, and of course you have to have the additional training to actually be able to retain that. And of all the training you have, it's always a possibility that someone is going to get the advantage and take your gun. So that's definitely a negative. Now, let's just talk about it from a general legal point of view. Again, you have to check your state and local laws. In Ohio, for example, even though it's legal to carry openly, you can't get in a car with it that way. Once you get into a car with a loaded weapon, now you're breaking the law. So you're going to have to do the same thing. Unload your firearm, same thing as in if you go to a range or somewhere else. In order to transport it, again, I'm not going to give out any specific legal things because your state may be different, even in Ohio. I'm not an attorney. But basically, you have to separate the ammo from the firearm. And so if you open carry, you're going to have to do that each and every time you get in and out of a car. So that's a lot of unnecessary weapons handling, obviously opportunity for people seeing you and causing issues that way, and of course potential for an accident. So at the end of the day, if CCW, if a concealed carry, like in the state of Ohio here, we call it the CHL, Concealed Handgun License, if that is something that is available to you through training and courses, by all means find out what that is and do that. That is a far superior path than carrying openly. I get it. If it's the only thing you can do in your particular state, you have to do what you have to do. But just make sure that you understand all the responsibilities that come with it. So clearly I'm a firearms instructor, and I'm a big proponent of the Second Amendment, and I think all law-abiding citizens of the United States should be able to carry a firearm. But of course, that's not the case in every state, and even counties and cities can vary in certain ordinances and regulations. So you always have to check that out. But if there's always an option for you between concealed carry and wherever you live and open carry, I highly encourage you to take that concealed carry route. If you like this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. If you subscribe, you'll get notified every time I put one of these out. Until next time, remember, it's always better to be judged by 12 than carried by 6.